Am I wrong for choosing my dog over my girlfriend? This is OKOP, home of the craziest true stories on earth. I'm Sophia and Riley. Dog or girlfriend?
You always choose your dog.
That I feel like this is Shaggy.
Yeah.
There was a plot line, and did you ever watch Mystery Incorporated?
I did.
Okay, yeah. Like, there's a whole plot line where Velma's like, you can either choose Scooby or me, and Shaggy chooses Scooby.
Dude, your dog will never leave you.
Your dog will never leave you.
We have a dog right now in the house.
Girlfriends come and go.
They do.
Dogs are max 15 years.
Max 15
Actually, no,
years?
I think the oldest dog is 32 years old.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's a fact. Fact check me. And then we'll get into the story.
29.
31.
29 years.
No, but the oldest dog lived until 31.
Oh, and 5 months.
And then died.
They really get down in the months. Anyways, go ahead.
Okay. Anyway, Roray 6983 GF says, so I've been with my girlfriend for 3 years, and we were talking about living together since we thought that it was the right time due to job and money stability that we have. But the only problem for her is my dog. I took my dog from the shelter 10 years ago when he was 1 year old. I was sad and depressed and suffering from my dad's death. He died in a car accident. I'm sorry, OP. In that time, I was feeling alone and useless. So my friend suggested me that I take a dog, get a dog so I would have some company and a best friend that could help me. I was a bit skeptical, but then after a few weeks, I agreed. When I went to the shelter, I passed by him, and when I looked him in the eyes, I knew that he was the one for me. That's such a nice moment. That's like the moment in Phineas and Ferb when they see Perry.
With or without the hat?
No, he doesn't have a hat.
Without the hat.
He's not. Yeah, he's not.
Or is it the same whenever Doofenshmirtz sees him with the hat?
I guess so. I don't know.
He gets both 2 reactions.
Yeah. My friend who went with me that day always says he chooses you and not vice versa. And it's probably true. Ahahaha. That's in that ahaha is in that's not me adding it. When I chose him, the people there told me that I was making a risky choice because he was very aggressive and scared, but those eyes convinced me. So I took him without hesitation. It was tough, I don't want to lie, but in the end, he became lovely and adorable and would lick me, belly rubs. He was into, belly rubs, protection. That's all it says. Since that time, we became inseparable. I don't have to be ashamed to admit that he saved me and my friends were right. Then to my girlfriend.
That's when trouble starts.
Mm-hmm. We never had any major issues or any fights because we have the same interests, hobbies, and we have a very similar character. She always went along with my dog. Even in the first times that she was at my house, she was a bit scared of my dog due to his size. My dog is an oversized pit bull terrier, about 110 pounds, and is very jacked. I like the use of the word jacked for a dog. I'm just imagining like a kangaroo level jacked. Yeah. But then Bruce, it's his name, and I'm a huge fan of Batman, so I called him Bruce, like Bruce Wayne. Ahahaha. There's another ahahaha in there. I got along well with her and loves her gentle touch and laying all over her. So she and Bruce never had anything wrong in their relationship, and it was a pretty good relationship. Then a week ago, we seriously started talking about living together, and I agreed with her about this decision. The real issue came here. 6 days ago, we started looking at the right house for us, and that was near our jobs and with more rooms for our future kids because we want them. I jokingly said that Bruce will be our first son and would be a good example of a child to take care of. And she laughed and said, well, obviously your dog didn't come with us because he is not part of our family. I immediately understood that she was not joking, and we started arguing. I told her clearly that Bruce is my special person, and I would never, ever, ever abandon him for any reason because he's like a brother to me. Is he a brother or a child? There's 2 different relationships going on.
He's all of them.
He's my brother, he's my father, and he's my child and my dog. The argument went on for like 3 hours, and she said, come on, you're joking, right? You can't love a stupid animal more than a real person. I admit, actually, okay, before we go on, I don't think that's true. I think absolutely you can love a dog as much as a person.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, over time.
It depends, like maybe not the person that you love most.
Okay, here's the question.
It depends on how much you love certain people in your life.
It's either a person or a dog that gets on a space shuttle to go back to Earth to live forever.
Oh, I guess the person.
Okay. Yeah. But you could still love the dog.
But you still love the dog.
But it's not like a person.
That's fair. Okay, yeah.
I know some people would choose the dog.
Would choose the dog? It depends on what person's on the space shuttle.
Just like any person.
Is it a nice person?
No.
Oh, it depends on how mean they are.
They like have a felony.
They have a felony? Well,
Just
no.
one. Just one.
Just one. That's fine.
You're going to let him on the space shuttle?
Yeah.
They have 2 felonies.
What felonies are they?
That's all they told you.
They just have 2. Oh no, okay. I can't sentence them to death because they have 2 felonies. 2 undisclosed felonies. Okay, I guess the dog has to die. It's really sad. Oh, I admit that I got pretty angry and told her to get the F out of my house immediately because I can't tolerate anyone talking bad to my Bruce like that. And she realized what she said and tried to apologize, but I was too angry and asked her again to leave. When she was leaving, I clearly told her that Bruce is very important to me because he saved me in my darkest period, and I will forever be grateful to him and that I love him. So if she doesn't like him, she can kick rocks and get the F out of my life. I like how this guy talks.
Yeah.
It's like he's like, Bruce was jacked. She could kick rocks. It's fun.
He came from the 90s.
Yeah. What's another 90s phrase?
Cool beans.
He's like, Bruce is cool beans.
Bruce is cool beans,
Bruce is
and
cool
she's
beans.
whack.
She's whack. Maybe I overreacted and was too harsh, but I really think what I said was, it doesn't say. I'm going to assume they think that what they said was fine. And I absolutely love my Bruce. Now she is trying to apologize for what she said, and it's been 3 days since my phone has been blowing up with calls and texts, but I don't know what to do. Wait, the OP just like stopped talking to her for 3 days because she made a comment about the dog?
Well, he doesn't know what to do. I mean, he's mad at her.
He's so
That's
mad.
his bro. That's his
It's
friend.
like my dog. Yeah, if you said anything about...
If anyone comes here and says anything about Chip,
yeah,
I'll ghost you for 3 days.
Yeah, what would they have to say about Chip? They're like, Chip keeps licking me. And you're like, get out. Don't talk to me.
No,
don't come by
like,
my house.
Be like, Chip, I don't know what they would say to Chip. Also, we have an okay story time about Chip that we had for today.
Oh, yes. Very fun. Okay story time. P.S. Sorry for my poor language, but English is not my first language. So sorry for grammar mistakes and mispronunciation.
He was doing really well until the sentence.
Yeah.
He like has like
there
3
were a couple
errors.
sentences where I was trying to change up the grammar.
Oh,
but,
that is true.
Yes.
That is true.
But that you're fine, OP. Thank you for sharing your story. Riley, what should OP do before we get into the edit?
Okay. Did he really talk about what kind of dog he has?
A pit bull.
A pit bull?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I feel like she's probably like, I feel like there's a lot of stereotypes about pit bulls.
There is.
And so she's like, oh, well, I don't want a
I'm
pit bull
closely
around my
connected
children.
to 2 pit bulls at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
This is, that's probably what's in the back of her head.
Yeah. And he's like, no one can talk bad about my pit bull.
Yeah.
Because he's really protective about Bruce. His Bruce.
His Bruce.
Yeah.
As you should. Man, I don't know. I mean, because your dog, you love your dog. Your dog's going to be with you all the time when you're chilling out.
Yeah.
And if like the person you're with isn't cool with it,
yeah,
it probably won't work out.
Yeah. Like you can't just get rid of the dog.
Get rid of the girl. Keep the dog.
It's over. How long was the relationship?
It didn't.
It doesn't say. It just said my girlfriend. Okay. Because I'm also wondering, like, they're talking a lot of, like, they're like our future children. It seems like it could be like a relationship that's been around for a while, but not as long as Bruce. Bruce has been there.
She's been with him for 3 years.
Okay, 3 years. That's not. Yeah, that would be kind of crazy to end a relationship though.
But he's been with the dog 10 years.
Okay. Oh yeah, you can't get rid of a 10-year relationship right there. Okay, let's get into the edit. I decided to talk with her about this seriously one time for all. Someone told me that I'm immature to choose a dog over a possible future wife and lover, and I overreacted. I just want to say that unfortunately, when I'm angry, I'm incapable of having a calm and cool conversation about the issue, and I need time to cool off because it happened in the past where I've ruined relationships by being angry and I say things that I regret. So I learn to talk when I'm calm and cool. She knows my history and Bruce's history, and until now has never shown a single gesture of disappointment to Bruce. He's very cuddly and loves physical touch, but sometimes he was too cuddly and realized it and went straight to me, so this is not an option. I don't know what that means exactly.
A dog can never be too cuddly.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's a problem.
That sounds like her problem.
Maybe she was too cuddly? Who knows? Does she have dogs in her life? Yes, but never liked them. And they always were her brothers or parents, and she was never a dog person. And I accepted this because not everyone likes dogs. Right now, I'm going to talk with her about this, and when I finish, I will update you. Wow, this is like in the moment. He's like typing this right before he goes to talk to her.
I don't know. If they're not a dog person and you are,
that's
and you see your life with a lot of dogs.
Yeah, that's kind of like if someone was a cat. I'm allergic to cats, and I feel like if someone like had a bunch of cats, that would be.
You just want to live there.
Yeah.
You'd find another living arrangement.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to live together.
What if you met the man of your dreams?
And you had a bunch of cats?
And he was a cat guy.
I don't know.
Would you take those shots?
I'd probably have to take the well, it depends. Because sometimes the shots don't work. Like if it was like really unbearable,
what do they do work?
If they do work, then sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I like cats. I just am allergic to them. They just give me hives.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Only if I like lie on cat fur though. Not if I pet them. So
I always get like itchy eyed.
Yeah. Well, there's some relevant comments.
Okay.
Let's see what happened. So right before we had OP was about to talk to them and they went on Reddit right before. Replied to a deleted commenter.
John, red flag or green flag, he kills every plant that he's ever owned.
You know, that's a big old red flag because we love green plant daddies. But you know what we love even freaking more, Sam?
What do we love even more, John?
Getting the limited red flag, green flag merch on okopshow.
Yeah, you should get one of 50 hoodies, hats, or overalls before February 9th or before supplies run out.
And we're going to pick one of you that buys a merch item to be featured on the show with you boys.
So support the show, snag the drop before February 9th on okop.show/shop and get it before supplies run out.
Grab it. Back to the show.
OP says, you are right about people being scared about big dogs, but she never mentioned it. Bruce and I went to her home many times, and they were both comfortable around each other. Bruce is not a territorial dog. He is just protective with me and is a lovable dog that you can buy treats for and give belly rubs to. Ah, ha, 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 ha. I love that.
Ah, ha, 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 ha.
Ha, ha, ha. Greedy Song 4856 says, she's trying to apologize. You're the a-hole. The least you could do is accept her submission in regard to this situation and not be treating her like worse than an animal. Most females would have walked out and you would never have heard from them anymore after overreacting. I hope she stays away from you. You are uncontrollable, not the least self-control.
Oh.
That's not going to help with her safety in a house with you. She will regret it if she moves in with you. That was intense.
Very intense.
OP responded, you're probably right over the fact that I may have overreacted and maybe I was being too harsh, but I don't tolerate anyone talking bad about my dog because for me, he is very important and was always there for me. I mean, at least they're recognizing that they overreacted.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you can't just shut down and not talk to your partner for 3 days.
Can't do
if they
that.
make a comment about your dog. Greedy Song responded, understandable, but let her go. It doesn't sound like she's someone you adore. You don't respect her. For her well-being, let her go. Greedy Song is dramatic.
Being for real.
Greedy Song's like, this is it.
They
over.
have been there before.
Yeah, they're like...
I had to choose my dog and her,
Yeah.
and I chose her, and then she made me regret it.
She made me regret it. And they're like, you have to go with your dog. Trust your gut. Except also, I think they're on the girlfriend's side. OP says, of course I respect her. I was thrown away by my emotion. And in fact, I said that maybe I overreacted and was too harsh, but she was the first to not respect a person that I love very much by calling him a stupid animal. I mean, she insults my dog, so me, in parentheses, and I can't be angry.
You need a dog person in your life, not a not dog person.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know. I think that OP is being a little bit dramatic.
Yeah.
Because they're like, not respect a person that... Well, that might be a language thing, actually. Because I was going to make fun of the person.
I think we have a picture of the dog.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that is a big dog. Hold up.
Like, I'm sure he's really sweet, but he looks menacing. He looks cute, but in a menacing way.
That dog could get too cuddly.
Yeah.
But he's not like mean.
No, I'm sure he's a sweetie. He looks so relaxed. I like that he has a little pillow underneath him.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a big dog.
Yeah. So you would leave your girlfriend if she wasn't down with your dog?
If I grew up with this dog, I saw him as a puppy.
You grew up with this dog for 10 years. He saved your life.
Yeah, the girlfriend's got to go.
Of 3 years. Girlfriend of 3 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Girlfriend's gone.
Girlfriend's gone.
Okay.
You can't. I mean,
you can't.
I would have known earlier.
What if she was like, hey, like she just said something about your dog?
I would just like one comment.
Yeah.
I'd give her 3.
Yeah, you
after
give her
the third,
you give
get
her
out.
3 passes, and then that's it. She's gone.
She's gone forever.
Yeah, you've heard it here first. Don't talk about Riley's dog. There is an update. OP and the girlfriend have talked. So we talked for a few hours about the situation, and we were completely sincere about our thoughts. The first thing I want to say is that we broke up officially.
Oh.
Wow. Oh my God. The other thing is I discovered some things about her that I wasn't expecting and that I would never expect. What do you think it is? Conspiracy. What's your guess?
She like cheated on him.
Cheated.
Just like out
It
of
has
nowhere.
nothing to do with the dog.
Yeah. That I'm gonna go with cheat.
Okay.
You? What do you think she did?
I don't know. I think she's been. I don't know.
She's secretly
I
a
did
cat
actually
person.
I saw what happened, so I can't make one up.
Well, then what
She's
is
secretly
it?
a cat person. Okay, let's find out what it actually is. She never liked Bruce. Drama. That's kind of obvious, though.
Yeah.
I feel like he just wasn't picking up on the signs because he's so in love with Bruce, and he's like, how could anyone
like not love him as
possibly
much
not
as I
love
do?
Bruce? And then she like had to spell it out for him. She was like, I don't like Bruce. For all these years, she was faking her love for him. She isn't a dog person and never liked dogs, and my Bruce didn't make a difference. She was seriously convinced that I would leave my Bruce to come and live with her. And this is, for me, the most painful part because she knows about our story and she didn't care. She again asked the question, choose me or your stupid dog. And I chose my dog without hesitation. There's more, but just what's your reaction after that? That's crazy. I just think the reaction on his part is like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I understand. I think I would not appreciate my partner forcing me to choose between like childhood dog
and them. Yeah.
But
we got a comment
no
here.
hesitation. Oh,
We got a comment from my mom.
a comment.
Yeah.
Woo!
She said it's working on the phone, not the computer. Weird.
Okay.
She's talking about the
Only
live
look at your
stream.
phone.
And then
someone else
she
said.
said, so if they cursed at the dog or were abusive to it, we would be breaking up. Bruce looks like pure love. Aw.
Yeah, Bruce looks cute. Like he looks like he's like a little like I don't know, cute in like a really big dog way. I don't know how to say that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like she was abusive to the dog. It just seemed like she called him stupid, and maybe that's verbally abusive.
That is verbally abusive.
Yeah, and
'Cause
Bruce was hurt.
Well, my uncle back home, he has a dog and
Yeah.
she's super sweet, but
Yeah.
he'll be like, whenever he leaves, he'll be like, goodbye, nobody loves you. But he doesn't know like,
Oh well, yeah, he doesn't know English.
yeah,
the dog.
she doesn't know
She
any
doesn't know
English.
English. Yeah, there is a little bit more. Just to
I think it's your
wrap this
tone of
up.
voice is what can make it
Yes.
abusive.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, better now than later, someone said, but I can't believe that she was faking the love for my dog. I mean, Bruce never hurt her, never chewed any of her things, was never too cuddly with her, so I really can't understand why she had all this hate for my dog. My heart is in pieces, and I don't even know what to think. At least she never hurt him, but I don't know where all this hate came from. But then I think about all your comments, and you seriously made my day. So again, thank you all, and I'm glad to see there are still people who love dogs and respect them. So again, thank you for all your support. Yeah. No, I think this is the right decision for OP because
Yeah,
OP,
for everyone.
if you love your dog that much, yeah, don't let anyone come between you and your dog.
No.
It's over. This is a Scooby-Doo situation.
This is a Scooby-Doo situation.
Yeah.
Keep your Scooby-Doo.
dogs. Keep your Scooby-Doo. Get rid of your
Dogs are
Bombas.
man's best friend.
Exactly.
And if your girlfriend doesn't understand that,
Doesn't understand your deep relationship with your dog.
she gotta get out.
She's gotta go. Yeah, I think OP was a little dramatic, but I think he made the right decision
Yeah.
for him.
Find you someone that loves your dog.
Yeah.
Or cuddle up with your dog.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we have okay story time. Okay, first, Riley, you tell the story time about Chip.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So
Yes.
Chip. So have you if anyone's seen the egg challenge on like TikTok or social media, basically you get an egg and you give it to a dog and you see what happens. I've done it before with a dog and they just eat it and then it falls on the ground.
Oh.
So the dog was like, wasn't really right up here. Anyways.
Oh.
So we have Chip. We have a golden retriever
Yes.
right now. I was like, Chip, come outside, and we gave it to him and he puts it in his mouth. And he just like walks around with it for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, he would not give it.
He will not give it up.
Yeah.
And then we had to get it out of his mouth and then I
Yeah.
cooked the egg.
Yeah, but he didn't break it. He was
didn't
very
break it.
gentle with the egg. And my story time is that one time over the summer, I got my wisdom teeth out and I was like in a lot of pain. And I had like an ice pack and stuff. And I was walking with my mom around our neighborhood and we were walking our dog and our dog started barking at this fence. Another dog behind a fence started barking at our dog, Ava. And so Ava started barking back at the dog. And then this dog from across the street, who was like not on a leash, but was in front of its owner's house, literally like ran across the street towards Ava. And my mom and I both saw this. And so she picks up Ava And this, like, it was a pit bull, starts like jumping on her and like attacking her, trying to get at Ava. And so my mom tries to like run away, and then the pit bull knocked her down and like started biting Ava. And so then Ava finally like gets free of my mom's like leash and like runs down the street, and the pit bull runs after it. And this whole time the owner, who's in the front yard, is like just like doing not trying, like literally just like meandering over, and is like, no, not trying to like help my mom who's getting attacked and my dog. And so the pit bull runs down the street, and I think Ava like hid behind a bush or something, so the pit bull tries to like find her. Aww. And then another neighbor grabbed the pit bull's leash. But yeah, the owners of the pit bull were like your dog, it was your dog's fault because Ava, our dog, was barking at that other dog and was being aggressive and stuff. And it's like, what?
Your dog's very shy.
Yeah, she just like, when another dog barks, she'll bark, but it was behind a fence, so it wasn't like she could get that dog.
Wow.
So that's the pit bull story.
Pit bull story.
Yeah, but overall, I think pit bulls do have many negative stereotypes that aren't always true. Yes, pit bulls can be very nice. It's just about the owner.
You know what else might have a negative stereotype?
This next story. There's a raccoon living in my house. What do I do? And Riley, what do they do?
Are they vibing?
Who knows?
If they're vibing,
if they're vibing,
let them be.
It's okay. Let them live there.
I mean, have you seen raccoons? I mean, all they're doing is like washing their hands. And
one time I gave a raccoon a little cracker.
Was he nice?
Yeah.
Yeah. When you
I didn't like I was like, I was safe, so I put the cracker down and I walked back inside.
Did you do it like this? He went.
And he went, and then he walked off.
Dude, yeah. Let him be.
Yeah. That's his house. You're evicting him.
But if he's causing some trouble.
Yeah.
Make him pay rent.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't let him live there for free if he's causing a ruckus.
There you go.
Well, this is an OKOP submitted story, which we love even more because it means there's a raccoon living in one of your houses. Specifically, which we love.
We can fix that.
Yeah.
We'll send Sophie out there and she'll get rid of it.
I'm gonna lure your raccoon with some crackers. And I'm going to bring it to our house. It's going to be our raccoon.
Chip and raccoon.
And then Riley's going to submit a new Reddit story that says there's a raccoon living
in my bathroom.
In my bathroom now.
What do
I do? So, Not Your Name 2 says, I, female 28, and my husband, male 29, bought a house at the start of last year, straight after we got married. My husband's best friend, the raccoon, named for obvious reasons, moved in with us due to splitting up with his partner and the rental crisis. Whoa. His best friend is the raccoon. So this raccoon didn't just appear out of nowhere. This is her husband's raccoon.
So it's a pet.
It's a pet raccoon. It's not just a random raccoon. That changes it completely.
But like, it's still a raccoon though.
Yeah, but
it's not like a dog or a cat. Like,
but raccoons can be like trained.
Like if you don't harder,
yes,
if you don't
it's harder, but
like you have more of a possibility of training a dog or a cat. But a raccoon, like, I don't know, guys, can you train a raccoon?
I've seen a lot of TikToks where people have pet raccoons. Like, don't get a raccoon off the street. But
how hard do you think it is to train a pet raccoon?
Probably a little bit harder, but I don't know. It seems like the people on TikTok have it sorted out.
Yeah.
So the raccoon has been living in our house rent-free for 9 months. This raccoon hasn't been paying rent. This raccoon is squatting. He hasn't bothered to look at one single open home, and now having him here is starting to cost us money. He never cleans up after himself or his kids when he brings them over unannounced. He has kids. He has raccoon babies. This is shocking. There was chocolate chips on the floor and McDonald's wrappers all over the house, inside and out, just from one visit. He didn't bother to clean it. He just left it there. I am going crazy. The house is constantly a mess, and I'm spending all my spare time trying to clean it. I work 12 hours a day, and when I get home, I make dinner for everyone. The raccoon constantly leaves dirty cups in the sink, open chip packets everywhere, and can't even pee in the toilet properly, leaving a puddle on the floor. This raccoon needs to be potty trained.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, the raccoon got multiple head tattoos recently and looks like a thug.
What?
Between the scary looks and the mess he makes, I'm too uncomfortable to invite my girlfriends over.
What? You giving this raccoon tattoos?
I'm confused. I feel like this might be a joke or the raccoon's actually a person.
I don't know.
We have to find out. I'm shocked. Yesterday, the raccoon was rummaging through the fridge and cupboard and said, "What's for breakfast?" I replied, "Whatever you want to cook."
Oh.
Okay, so I feel like the raccoon is not an actual
This isn't a real raccoon. This is a person.
I was so confused for so long. I was like, okay, the raccoon is the husband's best friend.
I was sad.
Okay,
I thought this was like Rocket in real life.
Yeah, Riley raccoon baited us.
Sorry.
This
Sorry,
seems
guys.
like it is a person.
I just read it and I saw raccoon and I was like, this is hilarious. I'm gonna put this in here and see what happens.
Yeah. Well, I feel like this is OP gang fam, whoever
Peepers, little sillies.
little sillies, whatever you like to call yourself. Whoever posted this, I feel like you deliberately misled us.
Yeah. How'd you know that my favorite movie is Guardians of the Galaxy?
I was expecting a raccoon, and it seems like this is a person. He then proceeds to eat a packet of dry noodles, leaving the bag, and crumbs to fall over the floor as he takes bite after bite. I guess this person is very raccoon-like. However, the horror didn't start until I went to have a shower. I have a bar of pink soap that I only use if I run out of body wash. It had been used to the point of no return. I asked my husband, did he use it? He said no. He wouldn't want to smell like a girl. Your husband sounds a little weird. Then it dawned on me the raccoon was using my soap. The thought of it being rubbed between his butt cheeks made me cringe. What else? Did he use my shampoo? How will I ever know? I spoke to my husband and said, you need to talk to him. The raccoon has to go. He basically said the raccoon is his best friend and he doesn't want to talk to him. He said he will move out eventually and I should just leave it. So am I the a-hole for being mad? Get this raccoon/person out of here.
Yep.
That's crazy. They should not be using your bar soap. I think
no.
using your bar soap is weird.
You can use your
You
like.
can use like yeah, but like
or
a
like your
strand, like
shampoo.
a yeah. No, I wouldn't use someone else's bar soap. I wouldn't want to use someone else's bar soap personally. But also, I think it's like the comment about the husband being like, I don't want to smell like a girl from using bar soap. Like presumably this is I'm picturing like Dove bar soap, which doesn't really, but maybe it has like a scent to it. Regardless, it's soap. But yeah, no, OP, I think you need to get that raccoon out of there.
Yeah, definitely 100%.
Yes, that raccoon is not paying rent.
Not worth it.
And yeah, and they're trashing up the place. And they're not. If they were a real raccoon, I'd say I had to have a different answer.
Let him vibe. At
I
least
would
try
say
to
let
train
him vibe.
it.
Yeah, try to
since
train
this is
it,
a
potty
person-
train him. But since this is
You can't train a person.
you can't train a person. Can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Can't. But you know what you can do?
Read this next story. Riley's so good at segues. Am I the a-hole for lying to my cat? Would you ever lie to your cat?
Cats are crazy, so probably
They would know. They would know if you were lying.
They probably would. They'd probably be able to see in my soul.
They can sense lies.
Sense lies, sense
And fear. Well, beginning ad 3472 says, oh God, this is stupid. You're not stupid. Don't say that. But I was told to ask others for their opinion, so here I am. My 23 female girlfriend, 19 female, claims I suck for lying to my cat, 2 male. I don't like my cat roaming around the kitchen when I'm not there just because he might get his less than average intelligence paws on something he shouldn't. So I gotta get him out of there when I leave. On a small shelf next to the door, I keep a tiny bag of kitty treats. And sometimes when he refuses to come when I call his name, I shake the little bag to get him out and close the door behind him. Enter the problem. I don't actually give him a treat every time I do this. Sometimes I just pick him up and give him a big ol' smooch. Sometimes he gets a treat. My girlfriend thinks this counts as being mean to my cat because he might be expecting a sweet little treat and that disappointing him is cruel.
That is so sad, honestly.
Oh,
And wait,
she's
have you
just
seen those videos on TikTok where it's like they have like 1 or 2 bites of like food or kibbles and they put it into the dog bowl and the dogs are like,
Oh, I thought you were going to say, I saw a video where this woman was like, every time we feed our dog, we let him like take a bite from the big old, like where they keep all of the food.
yeah.
And it was this dog and she was like, okay, go take a bite. It was just 1 bite. And he literally like unhinges his jaw and like takes the most massive bite of this kibble. And she's like, oh, maybe we should.
As
do
you
this anymore.
should.
Yeah. You got to take your chances when they come.
I do that to my friends. They're like, can I have a lick
You
of
bite
your ice
them?
cream? And they're like, yeah. And I
Oh.
just like go,
That's so mean.
like, hey, can I have especially my brother. He's like, you want a bite? I'm like, sure. And I just take like the biggest bite ever.
Riley is horrible. You heard it here first. Greedy Riley. Just like that dog, except the dog deserved that big bite. Wait, there's only a little bit more. Opie says, this isn't a serious fight, just something that sometimes comes up when I don't give him treats. It isn't creating problems between us, but this time she said, ask literally anyone else and see if they think you're being fair. So we'll be reading the responses together. So Riley, what do you think? Is this animal cruelty?
No, I mean, it is like you are being mean, but it's not animal cruelty.
No, I mean, we do I feel like everyone does this with their dog when they want them to like come over or like do something. They're like, oh, treat. That's how you teach the dog.
That's how all the people in whatever you call it, the dog shows, that's how they get them to do anything.
Yeah, it's training until you don't need to use the treat.
Exactly.
But there's got to be a period where they're expecting the treat and they're like, where's the treat? And they still do the task because that's what they've been trained to do. But
I feel like if you make a rule system, like for every fake treat, you get 3 fake treats. And after the third one, you have to give them a real treat.
Yeah.
So it's like a gamble.
Yeah. So you're saying if you make them do a little trick 3 times, if you do it 4 times,
no, you do the trick that you're doing, and then you have to treat them the 4th time.
Got you. Okay. Yeah. That's Riley's pet training, dog training advice to you.
Because what if I'm like, come over here and they're expecting a treat, but like they didn't get hit by a car? I'm not going to give them a treat for that.
What?
I just saved their life. I'm just.
Okay. You didn't establish the scene, right? You got to. Okay, so they're in the street.
Oh yeah.
And then you say
more context.
We need context for these stories.
Sophia gets it though.
I did.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. I'm Riley's translator. All right, but you know what? I don't need to translate.
What's that?
This next story.
Whoa.
Am I the a-hole for telling my niece it's her fault that my horse kicked her? Who's the a-hole?
What do you think? I don't know what to say here. What do you think?
I mean, I feel like it's that moment in Harry Potter when Draco gets like hurt by do you remember by the hippogriff, by Buckbeak?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he's like egging him on.
I recently watched that.
Yeah. Great. Perfect.
Go on.
You understand this perfectly then. No, and Draco's like egging him on, and then the Buckbeak like attacks him, and he's like, "Oh my god, this beast attacked me!" But like, if you're, it's an animal.
Yeah.
So I feel like sometimes you got to be careful around big animals, and you got to watch yourself. But also, it depends on how old this niece is.
My younger brother did that. We told him to stop twerking.
What?
On our dog's face. He was like a little baby, and he would like shake his butt in its face. And then one day, the dog just bit his butt. And we had to get rid of him. But he would do it all the time, constantly.
That's his fault.
It is his fault.
You get what you're coming to.
Yeah, it feels like that scenario. But what had actually happened?
Oh, well, let's see. I, 27 female, have a niece, 14 female, who is my older brother's 36 male, and his wife, 34 female, daughter. A lot of numbers.
A lot of people.
She's a very sweet girl, and she loves my horses and the other horses I board, which are my friends. The horses are your friends. Is that what that means? I think so. My brother and his wife live in the city, while I live in my uncle's ranch on my mother's side in a different state. My brother and I have different moms, but same dad. They sent my niece to come stay with me for a few months, which I greatly accepted. She's been good, and she calls her friends back at her home state and FaceTimes her parents once in a while. She's a great help with feeding my animals and my horses. The only problem is she doesn't know how to ride horses and sometimes teases the horses. I think I see what this is. Comment, I see you. Someone in the live chat, that one person in the live chat, comment, I see you.
Well, this is for the YouTube viewers now. This is the first time we've ever done that.
YouTubers. What?
I see you.
I see you.
Good job.
This is not the first time I've ever done it. I've done it before.
No, not.
Whatever. Well, I see you because I said it before. She's teasing the horses. If you look a gift horse in the mouth, you're gonna get burned.
Did we learn that yesterday?
No, that's not the saying.
No, I learned that yesterday with John.
I don't think that's actually
that's
the saying.
Crazy.
No, I just combined 2 sayings. If you play with fire, you're gonna get burned, and don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Yeah. That's exactly what he said.
Those are 2 different sayings.
And then he explained it to me.
Yeah, what is a gift horse?
Okay, I know exactly what's happening. So imagine
this is important to the story because it's about horses.
Yes, exactly. Imagine your auntie gives you a horse and you check its mouth. To check the mouth is seeing like how old they are, how healthy it is.
Look at the teeth. Yeah.
Yeah. But since it's a gift, you don't look at its mouth because it's rude. Because it's like, oh, this horse is old. I don't want it. It gives off that impression. So
it's literal gift.
Yeah.
I thought gift meant something else in the context.
No. Don't. Sometimes literal things mean literal things.
Got it.
Quote me.
Got it. Let's keep it moving. I have 2 very young horses, a filly and a colt, which are very excited horses, and I don't really allow her in the field with them as they like to kick and buck even when people are around. And I have an old stallion, which was my first horse my uncle got me. His name is Rooster, and he's 32 years old. That's an old horse. That is my niece's favorite horse. She always wanted to ride him, but I don't allow anyone to ride him, and I don't ride him anymore. He's very patient and kind, but he doesn't like anyone touching his back legs and his tail when you walk behind him.
Oh.
He will kick, but when he knows you are there, he doesn't mind being touched back there as long as anyone approaches him in the front. Overall, he's a great horse. She, the niece, will tease him with a lunging whip by tickling his back legs and his tail, trying to get him to kick. Why would she do this?
Whoa.
She's 12, right? No, she's 14.
You should
You should know better.
way better than that.
You should know better. I wasn't around horses as a 14-year-old, and I
Really?
I
thought
did,
you were.
I did a couple horseback riding lessons, but like not at 14. I was a little bit older.
You seem like the type of person that likes to be around horses.
What? I did it like maybe like 5 classes.
This is a horse girl joke.
Yeah, I know. I'm not.
Thought you were gonna laugh.
But if you are a horse girl, power to you.
Power
to you.
I heard a funny comedian say something about horse girls, and it makes so much sense.
What?
It's just like
Horse girls are car guys. She will tease. Where was I? I was trying to get her to kick. I have told her numerous times and warned her. She still continues to do it behind my back and behind the horse's back. I added that in. Well, I told her to go get Rooster out of the pasture and into his stall. She went to go and get him, and I heard a scream in the barn. I get over there, and she was holding onto her leg, crying in pain, while Rooster ran back to the pastures. I asked her, what happened? And she said Rooster had kicked her left thigh, and I asked her if she touched him on the back legs or his tail. She said she pushed him on his tail to get him into the stall, and that's when he kicked her and ran off. She started cursing Rooster and doesn't want to be around him. I told her it's her fault. She provoked him, and for not listening to me after so many warnings. I told her that bruise on her leg is a lesson now to be careful around bigger animals, especially ones that can kick at any moment. She can walk it off, and she called her parents after. They called me and told me that it was my fault for not supervising her and that they're going to get her home. I told them everything, but they won't listen, and my sister-in-law told me I need to get rid of Rooster. I told her no and hung up. Now I'm wondering, am I the a-hole?
what?
No.
Gosh, no.
No. I think that if I saw my niece playing around with bigger animal, provoking it, and that's like a continued pattern, I probably would not leave her alone with the horse.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you're not trusted until you earn back my trust. You cannot be around the horses or something like that. But it is still, I think she's old enough, this niece, she's old enough to know better.
Whoa. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. But also, yeah, like I think she's old enough to know better. But I think, when you're an adult, you gotta, if you're seeing this pattern, you gotta keep an eye out.
I used to say snip it in the butt.
Snip it in the bud. You used to say what?
Nip it in the butt.
Yeah, nip it in the bud.
What actually is it?
Nip it in the bud. Because to nip the bud of the flower, I think. But I don't think OP should have to get rid of Rooster because that's
don't put Rooster to death.
No, I don't think she would. Well, maybe no one would
I thought
take
this was the
old.
Harry Potter thing.
Oh, Buckbeak. Yeah, that's true.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Don't kill them, please.
Yeah, don't hire a executioner. That was such a crazy
scene.
Set to just imagine sentencing I don't know. Let's say what's a comparison
Chip.
to a buckbeak? No, not Chip. I guess a dog. No, yeah.
Yeah,
like
bad
a dog.
Chip.
Chip. Let's say a dog bit someone and this is your dog, but they were egging it on or doing something bad or something, and Chip bites someone.
Yeah.
And then the response is that he's going to get his head cut off. That's crazy.
That's
they're not they're. I feel like they need to get they need to sort that out.
Yeah.
They have too much animal cruelty in the wizarding world.
They do.
And a lot of other problems, it seems.
You know what isn't a problem?
What?
This next story.
Today I effed up by letting my daughter keep pet snails.
Whoa.
Riley, would you let your daughter keep pet snails?
Dude, I would. Yeah.
Would you keep pet snails?
No, not me. But if my daughter's like, please let me I'm gonna fold
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah,
Of course you can.
of course. But I do know that when you keep pet snails, you have to crush the snail eggs? Question mark.
What?
Apparently they get out of control. Maybe this is only when they're in a container with other animals because then they like overpopulate. But
That's crazy.
I heard that you're supposed to crush snail eggs so they don't populate too fast.
Interesting. I mean, checks out.
I'm not a snail owner, so correct me if I'm wrong. So username says that's such a boring username. Is it wait, Riley, did you just not put the username? I was like, this is a boring username. Riley just didn't put the username in. Riley didn't put the title in, didn't put the username in.
Oh my gosh.
We changed up our format. Now Riley thinks that he can just do nothing.
Slack a little bit.
Slack off.
How bad do you want to know this username?
I really want to know the username.
Oh my gosh.
We've got to know. The people want to know the username.
Whoa, they don't have one. That's why I didn't put it in.
Oh, Riley.
Oh wait,
was
it
in
does.
the-
It does. It does.
Oh, okay. Colita Colicol. Is that what it says?
It's kind of cute. Colita Colicol.
Colicol. I
All right.
love that. See, that was worth it.
You're right. I'll put it in.
So Colita Colicol says, so my sweet daughter loves bringing new pets into our house. Right now, she's really into snails. So I made a little snail habitat that she could keep her newfound friends in. Well, the other day, she brought home some snails in a red Solo cup, and we forgot to put them in the snail habitat right away. The next morning, I realized my mistake. Put the snails from the cup into the little snail habitat and think nothing more of it. Yesterday, I made some coffee. Uh-oh. I have a French press, so I boil water in my teapot on the stove for my coffee. I make my coffee, drink the whole French press of coffee, and go about my day. Now here is where I realized I effed up. This morning, I was doing the dishes. I go to wash my teapot, dump out the old water, and guess what comes out with the old water?
A
A mother effing boiled snail.
boiled?
Boiled snail.
They boiled it?
She had escargot in her teapot. That little bugger climbed into my teapot through the spout, thinking it would be a good place to chill. He thought it was like a nice little sauna.
Aw.
And then it got a little too hot for him.
No.
He got boiled, and I made my coffee with snail-infused water.
So
Drank the
sad.
whole damn thing too. Moral of the story, count the snails. Count the damn snails. I like that. I like the emphasis on that. Wow, what a
That was
tale.
it?
Yeah, that's it. That's the whole
Dang.
moral of the story, count the snails.
Count your dang snails.
If you ever see a snail, count the snails.
Sorry, listeners. What's the grossest thing you've like
Eaten?
drank in your cup and then you realize that it was in your cup? Like I went to a wedding one time and I got sweet tea out of this cooler and I
Yeah.
drank it and I was like, what are these like weird crunchy things? Turns out they were ants.
Oh
And I showed it to the people and they just got me a new cup and they weren't there anymore, but I
my
couldn't drink.
God.
I still really
I got
don't
shivers.
drink.
I got full
sweet
body
tea.
chills from that.
Yeah.
You still don't drink sweet tea?
Not because
guess.
of that, but
It's unrelated.
it's unrelated.
Causation,
You also can't
not
get sweet tea out here in
Yeah, you
California.
can.
Where?
The store?
They don't have sweet tea at the
They
store.
absolutely do.
I will go check. Next time we go to the store, we'll let you know
Yeah.
if we found sweet
We'll
tea.
find sweet tea. We'll find you sweet tea, Riley. Then you won't drink it.
That's right. Or Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A has it.
We don't go to Chick-fil-A, Riley.
Why don't we go to Chick-fil-A, Sophia?
Chick-fil-A is homophobic.
Oh, I see.
Riley's learning something new every day here in this house.
No,
in
it's like
Santa
I
Monica.
knew that. I just forgot that like that was a big thing here.
That's a big thing, yes.
Back south, they're like, all right.
Back south,
love
they're
it.
homophobic.
They just love it. They love eating Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. I mean, I don't eat chicken, so it's very easy for me to not go there.
They got salads.
That's okay. I'm not going to go to Chick-fil-A. I'm okay. It's just like I'm not going to go to McDonald's.
Same.
Like,
I
I'm
hate
boycotting
McDonald's.
McDonald's, but I didn't go to McDonald's before, so it's like not a hard thing. But I am boycotting Starbucks, which is harder because I do like Starbucks.
Are you seeing how she's avoiding my question?
What did you say?
I asked you what's the grossest thing you've
Oh, I
drank and-
forgot. Sorry, I got sidetracked.
Okay, you
I-
never really answer my questions anyways.
That's not true. I don't know. I don't think I've drank any bugs. Maybe like I drank a fly unknowingly, but I think probably just like spoiled milk.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And I didn't notice. Like I was having like my cereal and I was like, this is like chunky. And I tried it. I was like, I don't know.
It's a little chalky.
It was spoiled. That's all of our stories.
Wow.
Are there any comments? Has anyone said anything?
No, everyone's asleep.
Oh my God.
It's like 9 o'clock
Oh my
over
God.
there.
Oh yeah, you're right.
If this makes it that we are doing live
We're doing a test live on Riley's page.
account. So
Socials.
hopefully this works out where we can do it live for you guys.
Yeah.
Probably just, I don't know what it's going to look like, but
But probably when you see this, we'll have already done the live.
that is true.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
This is
join
gonna-
our live.
This is gonna come out much later than the live.
Yeah.
But hopefully you all join the live, and hopefully you all join the lives in the future.
That's true. If
You
love us, make sure to subscribe
We love you.
and see you tomorrow.